Hello, everybody. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 31st of January 2024, the last remaining day in the month of January in the year of our Lord 2024. Now, let's see what February has to offer, or does January have the ability to cancel the remaining 11 months out of the year, because January is just a little bit too much for all of us to handle. Now, I see people asking me questions about my thumbnail and why I don't do this and do that on my videos and use a different thumbnail and stuff like that. Listen, if you watch all of my videos, or if you have watched enough videos, you have seen wherein I have used thumbnail, I've changed up, I've edited my videos, I've done this and that. If you watch previous videos from even last year, a year before, I've done that over the years, I've done that. And, for me right now, as we speak, I'm in the process of making my videos as organic as possible. And I also want you, the viewers, to see my growing process. So when I move to another level and stuff like that, you will see where it all began. It all began with the curtains in the background and me sitting down and just being open and just talking to you guys. So that's really the angle that I'm going for, for people to see how pure, how real, how open, how honest I am, while keeping it respectful. And I do something what they call the old school vlogging, where you just sit down, you speak to the public, you comment on things that are happening in the world, whether it be politics, whether it be sports, religion, entertainment. But for now, we have to cater to entertainment because we watch the traction. Vloggers will watch traction. And if it's not gaining any traction, speaking on politics, speaking on current affairs, things that are taking place in the outside world, we're simply not going to vlog about it, because it's not like we don't want to, but the space is not going to be created for us to gain traction. You, the viewers, aren't interested in hearing about it or seeing that. You guys are interested in what's taking place in entertainment, what's taking place in the trending world, what's taking place all over when it comes to entertainment. And because of such, that's what not only me, but other vloggers cater to. So while people will say, oh, stop talking about this, stop talking about that. No, they aren't going to stop talking about it because you are watching it. You understand? I've commented on politics. I've commented on policies to be implemented before. I've done videos on so many topics that are taking place. But does it gain as much traction as when I speak on something that's trending? No, it doesn't. And because of such, I just cater to a particular avenue. And so with that being said, let me go into it. Speaking of organic, now I see a lot of persons that were commenting about Shenseea at Boom Sunday, and how, the crowd wasn't receiving her. She was there. She was, looking perky, and she was, going back to one of her old songs that, her previous songs, I wouldn't say old, her previous songs, especially one that was produced by Boom. And so people were, there listening, they're watching, but the crowd didn't really receive her. They see her as a regular patron, and it just didn't sit well with a lot of people who are commenting and the public, so to speak. But the thing is that when we look into it, I already spoke about Shenseea and the things that she have said that didn't sit well with people and stuff like that. And now she's back in the local space and she's tapping into reggae and stuff. People aren't just gonna up and receive her. But here's the thing. You see how it starts out? It's going to be highlighted. And I always speak about shadow success and all of these kind of things, or dark success. How it starts out is what's going to be reflected, and it's what's being highlighted right now. The case in point is that Shenseea started out wearing everything. She did a song with Vybz Kartel that would help to pivot her, would help to make the song a hit, in which it did. Now, what her team did was that they used social media and guerrilla marketing, that is, to push her to notoriety, so that everyone can know her, everyone can be familiar with her, everyone can see her, everyone can get to understand who, or see what Shenseea is about and who this female really is. And for the most part, it worked. You understand me? But at the end of the day, it was catering around how she looked, her beauty, and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with a beautiful girl that's talented, or a beautiful girl who is talented, for that matter. There's nothing wrong with it. But the process in which the management team did it, it's like, okay, we are going to use her and social media because we have the power to do it. So we are going to use her to supersede other people who are coming up and trying out in music just the same. And then we're going to center it around her beauty. We are going to take so many photo shoots, so many interviews interviews, so many photo shoots, all of these kind of things, little video clips of her, this, little that, having her go to here and there and stuff like that. But the thing that they forgot was to make her relate to people, was to make her sociable to people, was to make her go out in the street and say, hey, this. It's like, okay, everything was liked via social media. And so here comes, hello, a booking for you here, a booking for you there. So when she already come on the stage, she would have her audience. People would already love her. People would already care about her because that's what they put in people's head. It wasn't about her going in the street and relating to people and coming out, shaking a few hands, if so to speak, if you don't have OCD like myself, shaking a few hands, hugging, talking about yourself openly to people that are right in front of you. It wasn't like that. It was like, let us do everything through social media. And then we will stamp bookings for her, and then she'll go on stage having that notoriety generated already. And because of such, that was what put her out there, and it worked. But here's the thing, how long did it work for? She went international, and then she made the statements that didn't sit well with people. And first and foremost, the person who asked if she got the clearance, you don't know if it was the same producer of the song, and then you insulted the people and saying that they're stupid, and that's why if Jamaicans or people in the Caribbean because they're stupid and they don't have any sense and all these kind of things. You understand me? So when you make those kind of insulting statements, people don't forget. So when you come back now in the local space, you tried out hip hop and stuff like that. And like I said, I don't have a problem with her trying out different genre, because if you're talented and you feel like you want to expound on your talent, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I don't think people should put people in squares and boxes trying to fit them where they don't belong. Rihanna is not just a pop artist. Rihanna have done several genres, reggae also. So I can't hold that against anybody out there to want to tap into other things. But obviously the hip hop community did not receive you, and it was the same strategy that was being used locally, that was used locally. That's what was used internationally, wherein you were going about this thing via Shade Room. You were going about this thing via so many social media spaces instead of going out there in the streets and relating, getting to know people, so people can get an insight, people can get who Shenseea really is. And that strategy did not work because that market is saturated. When you go overseas, there are so many females who look like you. There are so many females out there who look exactly like you, who are doing way much, even way more than what you are doing to get themselves out there through social media. You understand? And I won't get into the microcosm of it, but you guys will have a full understanding of what they are doing. They are doing way too much to get out there, and they look like you and stuff like that. So it wouldn't have worked for you. You understand me? Unless your management team was planning to double down on the guerrilla marketing to put you out there, which obviously they did not. You understand? And so you're back on the local scene and you're trying out reggae and stuff like that. You put out a song. People say that you're buying views and stuff like that. I don't know if it's true, so I won't speak on it. But a lot of things, like I'm looking at Nicki Minaj, a number one rapper who put out a song when 2-point-something million in one day, and you did the same. And you didn't have a hit in the United States. However, it's in local space. And then you put out the song and it has the same traction. I find that very strange. That's a bit very strange. That's a bit strange. But my point that I'm trying to get is that you're back on the local scene. You're putting out and it's the same thing. You're boom boom. I've invited you, I guess, and you're there and you want to relate to the crowd. Nothing is wrong with that. But Shenseea, you have to make people know that the things that you said was an error. I'm a young artist. You don't have to say, I apologize. You can let people know that I'm a young artist. I was growing and stuff like that. And I say things that were very insensitive. I get how you people can receive it. And, when you say stupid things, it does happen and it can affect your career. But people should know that I am one person. I am Shenseea. I am prone to error. I am a human being. So bear with me. I have forgiven you guys for the insulting remarks that you have made towards me. And I hope that you guys can forgive me for the things that I've said in the space that didn't sit well with you. These are things that people want to see. People don't want to see you happy, laughing, grinning all the time and showing your entire 32 on stage like this is nothing. People are saying that it is something. I was the one who thought that people were coming way too hard on you. I was the one who was supporting you. I was the one who was saying that, listen, you guys are doing way too much. You understand? It's evil and wicked, the comments that you guys are saying. So much that I wouldn't even repeat it. I won't even repeat the comment, but then we see you coming on say, Shenseea, come on, whoever it is that's in your corner. I know that you guys prepare for the interview with Jeffrey, and I like that. I even commend it, and I said you handled that. You did well on that interview. However, it's a casual interview. Now you're on the big stage. Now you're at Boom Sunday. You might not see it as something big, but it is something big, and people want to see you apologize. People don't want to see that it's like you're acting superior to them and you don't owe them anything. You're doing them a favor coming on stage. I'm a big superstar and I'm doing you guys a favor. That's the energy that people are getting from you. And that's why you aren't widely received again by the same crowd. So I might be wrong, but I'm certainly not incorrect. You understand? So this is what people are getting from you. It's the energy that is being put out. Like I'm superior to you guys. I don't really need this crowd. You know, it's just one of those crowd that local and I can just say hi and bye and I'm here too. It's not a beauty pageant. At the end of the day, we compliment you because you're beautiful. I personally compliment you based on your talent and your beauty and stuff like that. But the work has to put in. You have to get back to your human self, wherein you can relate to people socially. You can come and say, you know, you there, and speak on things that you have said. People want to hear you apologize. People want to hear you come forth and say that you apologize for certain things. You have said stupid, you have made stupid comments. Rihanna have done it. So many persons have done it. We are artists, but we are also human beings. We are prone to error. You understand? This is what people are looking for. You can't have the superiority complex, and I've just exhaust all options sticking up for you. I'm sorry. I know you didn't ask for it. I know your camp didn't ask for it, but it's a thing that you should be grateful for because, hey, I'm helping you out here. You understand me? But it seems as if I've exhausted all options trying to support you because then again, you're doing something that is showing that the people aren't comfortable with you. You understand? You can't be on the stage, and when you're on the stage, people are getting a feedback like, okay, I don't have to be here, but I am here. And I remember I did a local song some time ago, and this is it, you know. That's the energy that people are getting. You understand? And people don't want that. People want to hear that Shenseea is sorry, Shenseea made an error, Shenseea isn't perfect. And, you know, you understand what I'm trying to say? Another thing that I think you and your camp need to understand is right around the corner is another pretty girl with talent that is coming. So you can easily be replaced. Anything out there can easily be replaced. You understand? And the same marketing tool that your team use to catapult your career, that person can be doing even more. Or might be doing even more to catapult their career. Anybody is replaceable. Nothing lasts forever. You understand? But be honest, paid. So you have to remember that you can be replaced. And what you do not want is to be replaced in your prime. That's not something that you want. You don't want to be replaced in your prime. So Shenseea, I think that you can, the next time you come out in the public in Jamaica space, I think you need to speak on it. You understand? Do not ignore the elephant in the room because it's not going to go away simply because you don't acknowledge it or because you're smiling or because you understand what I'm saying? You have to relate to people and let them know that, listen, I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. I said stupid things. It was very stupid, very immature, and I wasn't thinking straight. I was just caught up in the moment, and probably I was frustrated. So I say things that, you know, didn't sit well with you guys, and I can understand where you guys are coming from. And because of such, you know, there's growth, there's maturity, and one can acknowledge it. You guys have said some things to me that also put a damper on my spirit and make me feel bad. But at the end of the day, I can look past it because the same way I am not perfect is the same way you guys aren't perfect either. And so with that being said, I hope that you guys can forgive me. I hope that you guys can see that it was a stupid statement that I made, a stupid move, and I've grown past it. And I hope that you guys can receive me. You understand? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. You understand what I'm trying to say? Sometimes this is why people love these beauty pageant or the Miss Jamaica, the winners, because they always come from a place of humbleness, no matter how beautiful they are or how gorgeous they are or talented and educated, because most times they're very educated. They're well educated, They're well educated and they're also very intelligent and they're very pretty, but they're also very humble. You understand? And this is why people like these women, because were given the total package. You understand? And they also come from a place of being humble. And that's what people like. People, they are approachable, they are likable, they are desirable. People don't want you to seem far-fetched like a princess that's way out there in a high castle that no one can reach except standing under and you give her a wave. You understand? No, it's not a beauty pageant. That's all. At the end of the day, you have to put yourself, you have to relate to people. Spice did it. Spice does it. Still present tense. Spice does it. You understand me? Spice is not ugly. You understand me? Or unattractive. Spice is very beautiful. You understand me? She comes out in the crowd and I know that to have that type of talent and that type of charisma, it's the natural. It comes natural. Some people, you have to work on it. And I think where you are now, Shenseea, you should have worked on that long time ago. But you're sitting, it seems as if your team has coached you to sit. And like I said, how it all started is how it's going to be highlighted. And this is why you are at where you are at now. Because that's not how you guys started. That's not how you guys started. And because of such, you're getting this type of feedback. So I just hope that whoever it is out there can pass it on to Shenseea. I'm not trying to insult her, disrespect her or her team. I have exhausted all options supporting you and making an excuse for you and doing all of these kind of things because I really like the girl and I like her talent. But you have to understand, Shenseea, that tomorrow lies another girl out there that's pretty, that's attractive, that is very talented and can possibly do more than you, that was coming around the corner. So you have to be careful. You understand me? Dancehall is not just about being pretty. It's not just about being sexy. It's not the people who are organic also, who come out not having a beauty, not having that high sex appeal, and they work on them just like what they did in Nicki Minaj. You understand? There are still people out there who support people who are pure, authentic, who are imperfect. And, they go about it and they're very talented. There's a crowd that still support these type of people all over the world. You understand? And so, Shenseea, I would advise you. This is the advice that I would give to you. So if there are persons out there who want to direct the message to her, I would kindly appreciate it. And I hope that she takes it and it's well received. And also her team. You understand me? Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.